Well, hello guys. How are you? And I'm supposed to be doing a quick review of the latest episode of The Walking Dead season 6, episode 11 called Nuts Untie. You know, okay, I'm just gonna go straight to the Richonne moments. I still have Richonne moments, okay? So in the first scene, you saw that from the last scene of the previous episode, you know, Jesus walks in, and yeah, and he saw Rick and Michonne naked. He saw everything right there. Yeah, and I thought that was I forgot to say that that scene is so badass. Still badass. I like it. Okay, let's just go to the first scene when Jesus is sitting on a staircase looking at the painting of three queens, and then Carl caught him and point point a gun on him and said, "What are you doing in our house?" And Jesus said, "I was waiting for your mom and dad to come out of the room." And what? And Carla's expression was like, "What?" Or what? And then and what else? And then we found out that Rick and Michonne came out of the room, and Rick is still half naked, still with the shirt off. And yeah, it's kind of awkward. And you saw Daryl and Daryl, Abraham, and Glenn also are also in there too, because Jesus escaped, so they tried to find him, and he was in Rick's house. So that same morning, they had a meeting with Jesus on the table. Okay, so they're gonna talk to him, and and there is Michonne and Carl sitting on the table with Glenn and Abraham, Daryl. Is Daryl there too? Okay, so yeah, you see Michonne's expression, like she felt embarrassed because Carl and and of course I think you noticed that Carl is kind of looking at Michonne with one eye and like, what did you do? So yeah, so that's it. And then it felt awkward. So they talk about Jesus talks about you know I forgot what is up. So he they went on they went on a meeting, and then they talk about his place. I think they're gonna go somewhere to see where Jesus came from. That it is the hilltop, right? He came from a hilltop, and what else? And he said that the world is a lot bigger now. We have that Richonne moment in the RV. So the group are on their way to their hilltop. Oh wait, before that, of course, before they go, before Rick's group will go with Jesus, they airplanes can you pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. Okay, so okay, before they go, um, Rick tries to talk to Carl, and he said that about him and Michonne. What happened that night? It's just happened, and Carl is kind of like looking at him like, okay, so what else? Okay, um, and he said he confirms, reconfirms that this is different. So this is not some kind of a one night stand or just what? Yeah, not just a one time thing. This is different. He said this is serious. Like, oh my god, yeah, it must be love. And then Carl is like, oh, it's cool. So he already had a blessing. So that's good, Carl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the best. You are the best. All right. Yeah. Because, it's cool. I said, and yeah. And it's confirmed. Michonne is my stepmom. And we're close and we have a really great relationship. So, yeah, why not? So, okay. So, they are on their way to the hilltop and we have this Richonne moment. Not just, little tiny Richonne moment like before. Right now, this is, oh my god. Like, I still can't believe it. Like, he was, Rick is, while Rick is driving, he reached for Michonne's knees, kind of like caressing her knees. I'm like, oh my god, really? Like, really? Oh my god, calm down right now. Okay. And then, and Mission seems kind of shy because, I mean, people already know now that we kind of get together now, so it's different. And he felt a little shy, and Rick is kind of like looking at her like, kind of like reassure her, kind of like something like that. It's yeah. I mean, they don't need. This is what I love about Rick and Michonne. They don't need words. They just do it. They just act on it. Like, I love that. I love that. I love that. Oh my god. Oh my god. It must be love. Okay. And then, so yeah. What else? Okay, I'm not gonna go detail by detail. Okay, in this episode because it's gonna be long. So we found out that one of Jesus group, one of the members of Jesus group is an obstetrician. Am I saying that correctly? Obstetrician. All right. So and then yeah, and it's for Glenn and Maggie, and of course we know now that Maggie is pregnant. So I think it was in the comics too that in the comics there is a doctor on Hilltop. I think they're gonna do Abe, Abraham, Sasha, Rosita love triangle. This is again parallel to the comics because we know that Abraham, Sasha, I know Abraham, Rosita, and Holly did have a love triangle in the comics. And oh my god, I'm not so sure how is this going to play out, but we'll see. I think Rosita gave Abraham a necklace, and during the attack of the messengers of Gregory, it got the necklace. Abraham lost the necklace, so and I feel like something's gonna happen with Rosita. I'm not so sure. Oh man. Oh, but whatever. I don't know what to think about it. They are when they finally arrived at the hilltop. They met the leader named Gregory. Yeah, he was he is from the comics too, and it's kind of a he's it was the same in the comics. He was kind of annoying and wasn't really you know I mean, Hilltop, from all we know, it is an agricultural community. Uh, the problem is they don't have weapons. They don't have much weapons, and they're not. They don't have enough. Yeah, they don't have enough weapons. They don't have. And the people don't have enough training to, to fight. Basically, so that's the problem, and so they try to negotiate with this leader, and Rick decided to or that Maggie is the one who will talk to Gregory because you know what happens right when Rick confronts these types of people. He's not really he's how brutal Rick is, right? So he chose Maggie instead, and of course, in the last season, we knew that Diana is grooming Maggie. So it's like this is a okay. This is a spoiler, by the way. They are grooming Maggie to become a leader, and this is from the comics too. Actually, I'm not gonna say it, or if you don't want to get spoiled, just skip. Yeah. So there's a foreshadowing that she can be, she will be a leader of some community. So what else? So yeah, she's the one who talks to Gregory and to make a deal, and to make a deal that in exchange, you provide us food, and we'll give you what protection, I think. Yeah, that was it. But the problem is, we found out that Gregory is already have a deal with Negan. Oh my god. As you all know, yeah, you know Negan is, right? I bet you all know who Negan is in the comics, alright? So they have a deal, okay? So when we found out that Gregory had a deal with Negan, there's these three people who just arrived, I think, and the other group of the Hilltop community, stabbed Gregory. They stabbed Gregory because, there are the messengers, by the way. They are the messengers, I think, of Gregory, and one of these his messengers stab him, okay? Because according to Negan, the food or the supplies wasn't enough. So the other member of their group is is what is that called? Captured. So yeah. So they stab him, and then it went out. It caused chaos right now, and then I think that name of that messenger who killed Gregory is his name is Ethan, and he was during the attack he was killed by Rick. So yeah, and we get the infamous comic line from Rick Grimes. What? What? So yeah, of course there's Richonne moment as usual. You know, this lady um after Rick killed Ethan, the lady, I think that's his wife, punch him in the face. And then when that lady trying to punch him again, Michonne stopped that lady. Like he just like a wrestler or something. Like she put her down. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Power couple right there. Yeah. Yeah. And then that's it. And also, so what we notice here actually is that Abraham and Daryl underestimate Negan because you know they if you remember they encounter the saviors, right? So and they blow them up into pieces, but I feel like they underestimate Abraham and Daryl underestimate Negan. So this is going to be scary. Oh my god. Um and then okay, what important moments do we have left? I think it was Glenn and Maggie's sonogram. They had a they had a chance to have an ultrasound with the doctor, and we have a picture, and they as they after this is after I think it's during the last day of them in the hilltop. I'm not so sure if they spend the night in there. Did they spend or it's just a day? Maybe okay. Then because they after they get their supplies, I think they get foods and supplies for they they had a picture of the baby of Glenn and Maggie, and they're kind of looking at it, um, and then they all look at it, and then Michonne has was happy at the same time. She's kind of like, oh, she remembers her son when she's looking at the picture, and oh my god, this is I am worried about this with Glenn and Maggie. Yeah, it's not Rick and Michonne, but Glenn and Maggie. I'm worried because all of this Negan talk and and Maggie being foreshadowed as a leader, and yeah, it you know that the TV show is following the comics, right? And you know what happens to Glenn in the comics? Oh my god. Even though he had a fake death last during the first half of season 6, oh man, I'm worried. You know, Glenn has 9 lives, but this time I don't think he's not gonna escape this thing. And I think Jesus mentioned that there was a 16-year-old from their community who got lucilled by Negan. Okay, 16-year-old boy. So oh my god. Lucilled. Lucilled. You know what lucilled is? That's the back. Okay. That ravenous back of Negan. Right. So oh. So in this episode, Rick and Michonne will always be a power couple. Or some people will say, there are a lot of comments that says, oh, they're good. This, if they're in love, it gonna make them weak, and not really, not really. So in this post-apocalyptic world, you know, love is not gonna make you weak. No, well, it just makes you stronger. Wow, wow. Anyway, what do you guys think? Sorry again for ramblings. God, not such a good. I'm not good at this really, but okay. So if you guys have comments, suggestions, violent reactions, let me know. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.